Hello, CAA Hoops fans. Welcome to the season premiere of CAA Hoops Weekly. I'm your host, Bobby Broyles, alongside Rob Washburn. And Rob, let me be the first to apologize to you and our viewers out there who expected to see us last Friday. And all I can really say is, folks, go get your flu shot. It's no joke. And Rob, it's exciting to be back here sitting next to you amidst the thick of the CAA Hoops season.
Well, Bobby, it's great to have you back and healthy again. You and Tim McDonald had a great run in CAA football to the national title game, but now it's time to turn our attention to hoops. Based on the early season results in conference play, we're in for a very exciting season on both the men's and women's side.
Well, Rob, let's get right to it as we begin on the men's side at the Bob Carpenter Center on Wednesday night in a game between two teams in Delaware and William & Mary that came into this one hot.
Yeah, no question about it. Delaware came into the game on a 4-game winning streak while the Tribe had won 8 of their last 10. The first half belonged to William & Mary's. It shot 61% from the floor and used its balanced attack to open up a 38-32 lead at the break. But in the second half, it was the Blue Hens who got hot offensively behind reigning CAA Player of the Week, Devon Sadler. He scored 21 of his game-high 26 in the final 20 minutes and led Delaware to a 76-71 victory. Bobby, Delaware has as much firepower as any team in the CAA, but defense is going to be the key for them to win a championship. Coach Monte Ross said after the game that Jarvis Street turned in the best defensive effort of his career in limiting the league's leading scorer, Marcus Thornton, to just 10 points. And as a result, the Blue Hens are on top of the CAA standings with a 3-0 mark.
Devon Sadler's night was one of many great individual performances this week as we take a look at some of our midweek games' notable numbers. And first we begin with Zeke Upshaw at Hofstra, who had a tremendous game against UNCW, knocking down 27 points to improve the Pride to 2-1 in the CAA. And Rob, also two guys who have been doing it all year long are the double-double machines of Northeastern Scott Etherton and Towson's Drell Benneman. And let's start with Etherton, who leads the nation in double-doubles, actually, and has been doing it all for the Huskies as of late.
Well, Etherton's a transfer from St. Francis who has taken the league by storm. The 6'8" forward increased his NCAA best double-double total to 14 with 19 points and 16 rebounds in a loss to College of Charleston last Monday, and then had 14 points and 11 boards as the Huskies picked up an impressive 56-52 road win at James Madison last night. He's averaging 17 points and over 10 rebounds per game, shooting better than 56% from the floor, and is also leading the league in block shots.
And now when you look at the reigning CAA Player of the Year, Drell Benneman, these kinds of nights have come to be expected from this guy. So why is he such a matchup problem for most teams?
Well, he's a matchup problem because he can hurt you in so many ways. Tuesday night at Drexel, he not only had team highs of 27 points and 13 rebounds for his 8th straight double-double, but he also dished out a team-high 7 assists. He has the ability to grab a rebound at one end, dribble the length of the court, and then he's strong enough to take you to the basket or smart enough to find the open man when he's double-teamed. Now, the one weakness statistically has been his three-point shot, but he went 2 for 2 from beyond the arc against the Dragons.
Well, speaking of the Tigers, Rob, they'll be in the national spotlight Sunday afternoon at 3:30 as they head to Charleston to take on the Cougars. Should be a great matchup on the NBC Sports Network between two teams that are playing very well right now.
Yeah, Towson's won 4 in a row. Charleston has won 5 of its last 6. Along with the numbers put up by Benneman, the Tigers have another weapon in senior Marcus Damas, who tied a career high with 26 points at Drexel on 8 of 10 shooting, including 4 or 5 from 3. And the Cougars have had the week off after winning at Northeastern on Monday night. Senior Willis Hall, who is the National Player of the Week in early January, has recorded double-doubles in 4 of his last 6 contests, and he can hurt you inside and out. Anthony Stitt has been doing an outstanding job running the show for College of Charleston at the point guard spot, and they have gotten a big lift in the past couple weeks from guard Norrie Johnson, who has made 22 threes in the last 6 games. Now, while there's plenty of firepower offensively on both sides, this one might be decided on defense. The Tigers and Cougars rank 1st and 2nd in the league in both field goal percentage and rebound margin, and both pride themselves on being tough, gritty teams. It should be a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's a look at the rest of this weekend's action around CAA men's basketball. Now, as we turn our attention to the women's side, it's not just the Towson's men's team playing well right now, but the Tigers women are also off to a fast start in conference play after winning their first 2 conference games before playing host to league preseason favorite JMU Thursday night.
Yeah, Towson's on a season-best 4-game winning streak and riding the momentum from last Sunday's thrilling 66-65 win over Northeastern when Dominique Johnson's three-pointer went in at the buzzer. Tanisha McTiller shared Player of the Week honors after averaging 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 4.5 steals last week. And the Tigers have started to hit their stride under new coach Nikki Reed-Geckler. Now, JMU, they were picked as the preseason favorite to win the league, and they certainly made a big early statement by rolling past 2-time defending champion Delaware 87-51 last Saturday. ending the Blue Hens' 44-game CAA winning streak. Preseason Player of the Year Kirby Burkholder has been sensational all season. She poured in a career-high 33 points versus Delaware, along with Toya Jiggets and Precious Hall, who are also averaging double digits. The Dukes are going to be awful tough to beat.
Yeah, so very impressive performance by Kirby Burkholder, also draining 7 3-pointers in that game against Delaware. Yeah. Towson will then wrap up the week on Sunday as it plays host to UNCW, while JMU will remain on the road at Hofstra. Also set for Sunday is a rematch of last year's CAA Women's Basketball Championship. And Rob, it's always fun when these two rivals meet as Drexel travels to Delaware. Some of the names that come up in the recent series include Elena Deladon, Lauren Carra, Holly Mershon, and Taylor Wooten. The names on the uniform remain the same, but new faces will accompany this chapter of the rivalry.
Yeah, some pretty good players you just mentioned. But while many of the players from last year's title team have moved on, the constant in the rivalry is a pair of outstanding coaches in Delaware's Tina Martin and Drexel's Denise Dillon, who have put together competitive squads once again. For the Blue Hens center, Kelsey Buchanan has had a breakout season. She ranks in the top 3 in the CAA in both scoring and rebounding, while Drexel's had a more balanced offensive attack with Rachel Pearson, the only Dragon, averaging better than 10 points a game. The other thing both teams have in common is defense, with Drexel allowing a league-best 55 points per game and Delaware right behind at 58 points per game. Expect quite a battle before a big crowd at the Bob Carpenter Center.
Now here's a look at the rest of this weekend's action around CAA women's basketball. Remember, fans, you can follow all of these games on our game day page on casports.com, which features links to live stats, audio, and video streaming for all of this weekend's games.
Yeah, and of course, you can always continue to follow the league on our many social media outlets, including facebook.com/CAsports and our CAA basketball Twitter account @CAbasketball, using the hashtag CAAHoops. And be sure to check us out on Instagram by searching CAA Sports.
Fans, don't forget that last week CAA Hoops was on the campus of William & Mary. If you haven't checked out our In Focus feature on the Tribe's Tim Rustoven, find it now on CA.TV and CAMen'sHoops.wordpress.com. Our own Alex Souza and Tim McDonald will be back on campus this weekend as they travel to Boston to visit Northeastern. Stay tuned to CAsports.com and our official CAA Hoop Scoop and Baseline Buzz blogs for highlights, analysis, and next week's In Focus feature on the Huskies. For Rob Washburn, I'm Bobby Broyles. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday. Enjoy the games this weekend, everyone.
From day one, our mission has been March. Those 4 days in Baltimore are the reason for every rep, every sprint, every shot. Every time we step on the court, we dream of stepping on that ladder, cutting down those nets, raising that trophy. In the CAA Men's Basketball Championship, anything can happen. So turn up the music. It's time to dance.
For more information, visit CAAsports.com. Order tickets at Ticketmaster.com.